Professional Education. I'd like to welcome you to today's webinar on the Master Management Program here at the University of Windsor. This morning we'll have the opportunity for the next 20 minutes for me to explain the Master Management Program to you and also able to answer your questions. So currently answering questions is Megan from our office. She is online as well. If you have a question at any point during the webinar, please feel free to ask it in the questions field. She'll be able to respond to any questions while we're proceeding. If there's something that we can't answer during the webinar, we'll get back to you as soon as the presentation is completed. With that, we will begin in just 1 minute. So the Master Management Program here at the University of Windsor is marketed internationally to a wide range of students. And the biggest question people ask when we're traveling abroad is, why would I want to study in Canada versus other markets such as Australia, the UK, and the US? One of the most important things we communicate to our potential students is the Canadian values around post-secondary education and why we think it's important to study in Canada. Studying in Canada will provide you with a quality education. We promote academic integrity, diversity on campus. Also, safety is paramount on all Canadian university campuses, along with equality and tolerance. These Canadian values are very important when you're thinking about what institutions to select and where to do your post-secondary education. All Canadian universities, including the University of Windsor, are committed to providing a wide range of world-class programs in an academic environment that is welcoming, stimulating, in which tolerance and celebration of cultural education and diversity are paramount. The United Nations has ranked Canada as one of the world's best places to live. And this is really fundamentally based on our values and respect for human rights, equality, all which is occurring within a stable and peaceful democratic society. The qualifications in which you get when you complete your degree here in Canada are recognized across the world. The Canadian post-secondary university system has high academic standards and is globally recognized. Therefore, getting your parchment from the University of Windsor will allow you not only to have the degree recognized here in Canada, but in your home country as well, or any other country across the world. This provides you an opportunity to open doors for your future and benefit your career. Now, the Canadian university system and the University of Windsor is an affordable place to do your post-secondary studies compared to other institutions in either the US, UK, and Australia. The quality and living standards are the highest in the world. Therefore, the large investment you're going to make in your post-secondary education can be maximized by having a great place to live, a great place to learn, while at a very competitive price. We'll spend a few minutes showing you where we are located here in Canada. So Windsor, Ontario is located in the province of Ontario. Ontario is one of Canada's largest provinces, both economically and by geographical size. We are in Canada's southernmost city. We are the same parallel as Northern California, and also geographically located in close proximity to major centers, not only in Canada, such as Toronto, which is a few hours away by train, 50 minutes by plane, or by about 3 hours by car, but also in the US. You'll see by the map presented in front of you, you'll see that we are immediately across from Detroit and a few hours from Chicago and New York, etc. Windsor, Ontario is one of Canada's safest and most culturally diverse cities. This is in global rankings as well. You'll see the group of students on the screen are on a Riverside Drive, which is a parkway along the Detroit River, which the University of Windsor campus is also located. Immediately across from this park is the US in Detroit. You'll see in the picture is the GM Global Headquarters located in Detroit, Michigan. One of the things that some people think about when they think about Canada is our climate. In Windsor, we have four distinct seasons. We are blessed with some excellent weather. The summer average is about 23 degrees Celsius, or in the mid 70s in Fahrenheit. The one thing that we are very proud of is the amount of sunshine hours which Windsor gets. Over 2,000 sunshine hours, which is indicative to the number of greenhouses and agricultural regions that surrounds Windsor. We have Canada's warmest autumn and highest average temperature across the country, making Windsor a great place to live year round. Now, the University of Windsor is a comprehensive research and teaching institution. It is a public institution. Like all universities in Canada, they are public institutions, not privately owned. They are a part of the university system within the province. We have 150 programs across undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs, making us a very comprehensive institution in which research is an element across all faculties. We have 9 faculties, including the Faculty of Business, in which the Master of Management program is housed. These programs are fully accredited by the Ontario Quality Council. This accreditation process includes cyclical reviews that happen every 7 years, which includes external and internal reviewers. So once again, promoting high quality programs that are globally recognized. We'll just spend a few minutes and talk about some of the services that are available to students in the Master of Management program before we get into course specific details. One of the things that, other than preparing you for high scholarly activity, is preparing you for the workforce. Our career education assistance programs at the university are twofold for the Master of Management program. The Central Career Education Center provides you support in the forms of our volunteer internship program, also workshops on resume, interview prep, career planning, etc. Also connecting to paid internships programs such as the Connect Canada program. This is augmented by the Odette School of Business's career education program, which we'll touch about in a few moments. International students comprise approximately 10% of our student body. We have 17,000 students at the University of Windsor. So you can say we typically on average have about 17 to 2,000 international students, that's 1,700 to 2,000. The International Student Center provides support to all our international students, including visa permitting, counseling, and support, primarily related to work permits while studying and also post-graduation. They organize many social events and have clubs associated, such as the VISA, which is the Volunteer International Student Association. We have a multi-faith space on campus, and also a soft landing program. The soft landing program is associated with picking you up at the airport, providing first night's accommodations, etc., to help you in the beginning of your transition to the University of Windsor. For individuals in which do not quite meet our language standards for our academic programs, we provide a pathway to the University of Windsor through our English language assistance programs. We have at the Center for English Language Development a full-time program that allows individuals to undertake additional language training prior to starting their academic programs. Upon successful completion of the English language training, individuals are able to immediately go into their academic programs without having to provide additional standard language scores. These programs are flexible, completely student-driven, and really focus on 4 different elements: reading, listening, oral, and written communications. All our English language training is held at the Center for English Language Development in one of their brand new facilities on campus. You'll see the image associated with this slide is with the lobby area of the language school. which they had study space, communal space, etc., on top of all their classrooms. So we'll spend some time now to talk about the Master Management Program specifically. The program is offered in partnership between the Odette School of Business and the Center for Executive and Professional Education. And what that means is the Odette School of Business is responsible for the academic elements of the program. They are the ones responsible for all the instruction, curriculum, pedagogy, etc. The Center for the Executive and Professional Education, which I'm a part of, is responsible for the administrative elements of the program, ensuring high level of support and services to all our master management students, from meeting you personally during recruitment trips all the way to being there during graduation to congratulate you as you walk across the stage to get your degree. The Odette School of Business is one of our 9 faculties, as I mentioned previously. We have approximately 70 full-time faculty in the School of Business, on top of about 40 to 80 additional faculty, all who are leading experts in their field of study. We have and research background. The Odette School of Business has state-of-the-art facilities, including a financial markets lab, presentation suites, and student computer labs. Currently, the Odette School of Business is also undergoing an expansion, a $3 million expansion, as part of a donation from the Odettes, where we're expanding our student space, classrooms, etc., including dedicated spaces for our master management students to relax, to collaborate, to study together. The management program is a graduate program. It's comprised of coursework only. There is no thesis involved. For admission purposes, there is no GMAT or GRE required. Admissions is based on your undergraduate marks and work experience, including your letters of reference. The goal is to develop employment skills. The management degree was specifically designed to be a business administration degree plus employment related graduate level learning. And we'll get into this in a few moments. It's focused on one-to-one interaction, which is including from instructor to yourself as student, but also within teams and groups, etc. The program overall is 16 months in duration. It is comprised of 12 prescribed courses. The management program has limited class sizes. We try to ensure that the cohort of students has maximum opportunity to interact with their faculty members. Therefore, you'll see small class sizes compared to some other programs. There's a consistent cohort of classmates that follow you throughout the degree. So individuals that join you in September will graduate with you in the following December, making it a great experience for lifelong friends, also an opportunity to form strong academic bonds with each other and play off each other's strengths. The program is completely supported by dedicated program administrators here at the Center for Executive and Professional Education, who help oversee all aspects of the program, including making sure you're set up for registration, all the way to organizing social events. Now, as I mentioned before, the program has been designed to be a business administration degree plus career-specific training at a graduate level. This is facilitated by 4 program streams. So as part of your application, you would pick what stream of interest you are interested in applying, such as international accounting and finance, manufacturing management, logistics and supply chain, and human resource management. All of the streams take the same core classes. Now, if you compare this to a Master's of Business Administration program, you'll see that an MBA program typically covers 10 to 12 courses, basically 1 or 2 of each of the same core courses. So for example, you'll take 2 classes in accounting, 2 classes of financing, 2 classes in HR, etc. You're still getting core classes in the management program, which will help you prepare for business as well. So you'll see there's a broad range of topics in the business administration suite. But then you'll get additional program-specific training, which is very employment-driven. So, for example, in the International Accounting and Finance program, you take the same core classes, the business administration elements, but then you'll take five additional classes which are specific to international accounting and finance. This is also a very uniquely designed program, one of the only ones in Canada which combines both the accounting and finance programs. The Association of Certified Chartered Accountants has also partnered with the Odette School of Business in offering the International Financial Reporting Diploma. Management students in the International Accounting and Finance stream are qualified to write the exam. A lot of our students will take the ACCA exam upon completion of their degree. The University of Windsor is the only university in Canada to prepare students specifically for this diploma. So, if you want to get some more information, you can visit the ACCA Global website as well. In the manufacturing management program, we have the same core classes that the IAF students would be taking, plus five additional classes which are related to their area of expertise for business wise. So, for example, introduction to business logistics, managing an organizational leadership change, management information systems, MIS, etc. These classes, on top of the core classes, will prepare individuals for a very rewarding career in the manufacturing sector. And one of the questions I see pop up that Megan is probably answering, will be answering in a moment for one of our students, is related to what are the job scope and possibilities. We have a slide coming up that kind of outlines career opportunities for all programs in just one moment. In the logistics and supply chain program, students take the same core classes and take five additional classes of interest to them. So, for example, business logistics management, procurement, transportation, supply chain management. This is becoming one of our most popular programs here in Ontario, given that we are in a manufacturing and transportation based province. Our geographical location close to the Detroit Michigan area really makes employment opportunities quite vast for our students in this area. We have millions of dollars of trade that go across Ambassador Bridge into the US every day, given that Canada is the United States' largest trading partner. The human resource management stream is comprised of the core classes and five additional classes in their area of expertise, such as HR management, international management, managing for high performance, and current HR trends, making these graduates very apt to be able to address current business issues in the HR field. As I mentioned before, the career services that are provided by the university are augmented by the center's by the Odette School of Business's Employment Center. A part of the management program, which is unique to our graduates and exclusive to management students, is a workshop series that you take in your second term. This workshop series is delivered by experts at the Career Education Service at Odette, and you're going to get some experience in labor market understanding, resume, networking, job search strategies, etc. In addition, students are provided opportunities to have appointments with dedicated career advisors, where you have the opportunity to undertake testing to understand where your career aspirations could lead you, and also an opportunity for interviewing skills. A part of the management program allows you to stay in Canada for up to 3 years after graduation under a postgraduate work permit. Therefore, the workshop programs and career education services that are offered by the University of Windsor are really essential to ensuring that you have the maximum opportunity to get some Canadian or North American work experience prior to possibly returning home. The other opportunity is that after the 3 year postgraduate work permit, you have the opportunity to stay in Canada under a PR status if you are eligible. The workshop program, in its completion, really allows you to develop your career portfolio and obtain employment, which is a large goal. for some students. Other students will go into a graduate program, such as a PhD or a DBA, after graduation to continue their scholarly activity. The management program is designed to allow for both of these opportunities. As I mentioned before, I wanted to provide you with some examples of employment. We have conducted postgraduate employment surveys as part of the university for quite some time and continue to get feedback from our graduates. In each of the streams, you'll see going down the table different opportunities that our graduates have undertaken as part of their completion of their degree. So as I mentioned before, the logistics and supply chain, for example, we have quite a few students that have graduated from the program and immediately got work in the logistics business with here in Windsor and also in the Mississauga GTA Toronto area. Some individuals have returned to their home country and taken up management positions in manufacturing, such as manufacturing operations, project management, etc. In international accounting and finance, individuals have continued their education to get their CA, CGA, or CMA designation, and moving on to professional positions within organizations. In the HR stream, students have completed the degree and in some cases taken a designation such as the Canadian HR professional designation and continued on to positions across all industries as analysts, benefit, compensation advisors, etc. So you can see that each of the programs, because of the unique design of the Master of Management program, really allows you to get graduate level learning that's directly relatable to the degree and also to the industries associated with the degree, making this degree very beneficial to individuals that want to set themselves apart when going back to the employment field. We'll just spend a few minutes to talk about the costs associated with doing your postgraduate education here at the University of Windsor in the management program. As I mentioned before, the program is very competitive across the world compared to other programs, even in Ontario and in Canada. The management program is very competitively priced. So, for example, the program fee without any need for language training is $28,000. This is Canadian. All fees are also subject to change upon the approval of our Board of Governors. On that program fee includes all the academic elements associated with the degree. So tuition for all the 4 terms in which you would be studying at the university. On top of the program fee is what we call incidentals and mandatory related program costs, such as health insurance. Our health insurance system here in Canada will allow you to see a doctor and also participate in drug and dental plans during your time here at the University of Windsor. Textbooks are additional. There is different strategies that our students use to reduce the costs associated with their textbook costs, sharing, grabbing books on reserve at the library, also finding used books, etc. So there is ways of reducing the costs associated with the program. Living expenses really vary depending on your individual preference and taste. The university does offer on-campus accommodations, with primarily most of our graduate students elect to live off-campus in private housing. In some cases, we have management students that all have rented a house together, allowing ample opportunity to study, to learn from each other, and also a support network. The university is surrounded by a residential neighborhood, so there's ample opportunities for individuals to find housing within close proximity to the university. Majority of our students will walk to campus and or take public transit. Incidentals also are included as part of the total program costs. This includes access to our fitness center, student center, graduate fees, etc. Now, we'll just spend a few minutes prior to ending our webinar to talk about admission requirements. For the management program, you need to have a 4-year bachelor's degree or equivalent in an acceptable discipline. So, for example, if you're interested in going into international accounting and finance, a 4-year bachelor's degree in the business field maybe in accounting, finance, global finance, marketing, etc., would be equivalent, would be appropriate. When it comes to the grade point average or GPA, we're looking for an equivalent of a B average or higher in undergraduate studies. And this is when converted to the University of Windsor standards. So this is going to depend on a country by country specific basis. If you have questions at the end of the presentation, we'll be showing you where you can send some of your mission related questions to. You need to have English proficiency, an IELTS score of 7 or greater, or a TOEFL of 100. And this is because the program is delivered purely in English. It's at a graduate level, so therefore high language proficiency is needed. At the current time, these are overall scores. So you may have a band or two that is lower or higher, but we require the overall score to be met. If your language proficiency is lower, there is a pathway program for you. I would encourage you to continue to apply. In the response will be the pathway outlined. At any point in time, 60 days prior to the start of your academic program, you can elect to provide us with an updated language score to meet the language proficiency. So you have two options. You can continue to study English in your home country, or you can come to Windsor early and undertake our language pathways, which are directly into your academic studies. We require two supportive letters of references. Primarily, we look for them from academic sources. However, if you've been working for a few years, you might consider getting an academic reference and also a work-related reference. The application fee is payable at the time of application. We use an online system for applications, so you need to be able to pay by Visa or MasterCard as well. We require a statement of purpose, basically outlining why you want to undertake the Master Management Program, and a current resume. The Master Management Program typically receives nearly 1,000 applications a year for both our January and September intakes. As such, documents such as your statement of purpose and current resume are very beneficial to helping elevate your application. So, how to apply? You have two options. The first option is to apply directly yourself. You can visit our website, uwindsor.ca/international programs. If you elect to apply yourself, you can send the supporting documents directly to the University of Windsor. Our address is located below. We have a process of what is called rolling admissions. So we continue to admit individuals into the program until the program becomes full. At that time, we automatically defer individuals to the next intake. Therefore, you're encouraged to apply early. And if you are provided a letter of offer, you are encouraged to return the acceptance response form as soon as possible. This, along with payment of your deposit, secures your place in the program. If the program does become full, we would defer your application automatically to the next intake. So therefore, if you're planning on wanting to come to Canada in September, I would encourage you to apply as soon as possible. The other option I haven't mentioned is how to apply is related to educational agents. The University of Windsor does have educational agents that are authorized to represent us across the world. You can find more information about these partners on our website as well. You can apply through them or apply directly yourself through our website. If you have further information or if you need further information, feel free to contact our office. We are here 5 days a week during normal business hours, which is 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can phone us at the number provided, also email or visit our website for more information. As I mentioned before, Megan is currently answering questions that are being raised in the question box. We are nearly at the end of our presentation currently. We'll be online for the next few minutes afterwards to answer any additional questions that you may have. Also, this presentation is being recorded and will be posted back on our website. We are hosting webinars on a monthly basis for all our programs. If you want to see the presentation again, please feel free to visit our website. if you have any friends in which are interested in also taking the program, I would encourage you to forward information to them and invite them to attend our next webinar. So at this time, I'd like to thank you for spending your morning or wherever you are, could be evening, with us. If you have any other questions, please continue to type them in the question box, and we'll get back to you either by email or online as well. So at this point in time, thank you again. I hope the Master Management Program is of interest to you. If you have questions, I would encourage you to ask. And we look forward to you joining us in either September or January. Thank you again.